Are you currently working on a project you're passionate about?
Yes.
Have you acquired a number of playtesters for your game?
He's right.
Do you want your playtesters to become professionals and do bug reports in a very well-structured manner?
That's me.
Well, this video is for you and your playtesters.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Andrew, and I've been a QA person in the past. My project Tadpole Tales is soon to release its closed alpha, and so I thought it would be a great time to do some research and share my tips and tricks on better playtesting to help your game flourish and also reach the finish line.
Yeah, boy.
So, what is a QA person? Well, playtesters are people taking care of the quality control and assures that the project you are working on is working as intended. They are responsible for finding flaws, bugs, as well as improving the balance of your game. Many people consider playtesting as an easy job, as they think that you're just playing the game until something breaks. That is actually called ad hoc testing. But I can assure you that QA is way much more complex than that. Breaking the game is just the tip of the iceberg. When a professional playtester finds a bug, it is crucial that they will be able to describe every detail of the bug to the point that they would be able to come up with a hypothesis on what the reason would be. To do that, they will need to be able to memorize and record every single action they did before they encountered the bug, to hopefully find out the exact steps to reproduce the bug. Now, enough explanation. Here are the steps to better and industry standard playtesting. The industry standard playtesting is split into this equation: P equals S plus R. P stands for priority. Playtesters need to determine the report in priority levels. And priority levels are determined by severity and reproducibility. There are in total 4 levels of severities, which basically determines how severe the bug is affecting the game. Level 1, block. Block is the absolute worst because block bugs prevents the player from doing the intended action. This can be going from point A to point B. This means that if this bug is not fixed, the game is by no means complete. The entire dev or production team will usually drop whatever they're doing and tackle this bug, thus delaying the production.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
Everybody calm down!
Level 2, high medium severity. Level 2 bugs are highly disturbing to the player, but it doesn't prevent them from advancing with the gameplay or action. For example, point A to point B is reachable, but point B is invisible. This means that it's highly disturbing as the player doesn't know where point B is, but if the player walks around, it will eventually meet point B. Level 3, low severity. Low severity bugs have low impact on the player, but it is still somewhat noticeable. These can be misspelling text, blurred sprites, items with the wrong description, and so on and so forth. And finally, we have the final level, level 4, suggestion. A suggestion is of course not a bug, which means the game works as it is intended. And the only thing is that the QA perceives it as confusing. Note that the suggestion is not something that should be ignored, but it should be heard and considered. You, as the dev, will need to consider whether it is worth taking the action or not. Now we have reproducibility. Reproducibility determines how frequent or likely is the bug going to occur. There are 3 levels. Level 1, always. This bug can be reproduced every single freaking time. This is a big deal as it means that this bug can and will be viewed by everybody who plays the game. It is also important to think whether this bug is in the golden path. Golden paths represent the path the player want or have to take in order to reach the goal. This is especially applicable if your game is in an open world exploration game. Level 2, random. These bugs are the most challenging ones because they appear only sometimes, meaning that the condition to reproduce are still yet not identified. For example, my game crashes sometimes when I kill this enemy. It is also a good idea to find out the probability, like 1 in 5 or every 1 in 3 times it crashes. And then we have the final level, once. Either it is a real bug, but the conditions to reproduce are unknown. It can also be interesting to report it for the record. But usually, as a game dev, you can ignore it, unless it can be reproduced a second time. So having these 2 variables, the severity and the reproducibility, you can now judge a bug by adding these values properly, and thus form a list of bug reports. As game devs, thanks to these amazing playtesters, we can now prioritize on solving the most important bugs first and thus assuring the success of your project. Now, on a final note, if the team is big, it is best if you can categorize these bugs as well and see if it's a graphics related bug, a performance related bug, a gameplay or functional related bug, or any other categories. Categorizing these bugs makes it easier and faster to allocate the corresponding developer to tackle the problem. Well done, you made it to the end of the video. Now I'm sure you got a hang of how to do a proper playtesting now. And of course, all I've said, there's still much more than just that, and I've linked further information down below. Now go out there and fix your goddamn games. I said get out. Get out of my house.